the second episode of B&E. We have a really special guest today. This individual is a truly remarkable individual whose journey has been an inspiration to many people out there. Today on Bizness N Entertainment, we've got Ron McFoy, aka the real McFoy, aka Mr. UnderStandMeMan. Welcome, man. I'm really glad to have you.
Hey, I'm glad to be here, man. You know, on this journey that you have started.
Well, we're here at the Stratosphere. We got Las Vegas in the background. You know,
Beautiful Las Vegas.
we actually just did the big shot up top. What'd you think?
Man, the big shot, I think everybody that has a fear problem needs to hop on that ride and conquer their fear, because I just conquered my fear hopping on that ride, and it was thrilling. It was thrilling. It was a good ride.
It's easy to conquer your fear when you just kind of just jump right into it.
I mean, everybody that rides down Las Vegas Boulevard, you can see the Stratosphere. You know, you see how high it is. You see the ride. And if you got heights problems, and then you be like, nah, I don't want to go. I got fear of heights. I'm not going on that ride. I finally did it. So I advise you to do it and conquer one of your fears if you have a fear of heights.
You heard him, conquer your fears. So where did you grow up, Ron?
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles?
Mm-hmm.
Where at?
The Vermont area and the Venice area, right across the street from Word on Wheels. You know, the famous Word on Wheels, the skating ring.
Did you ever go to World on Wheels?
I had about 5, 6 of my birthday parties at World on Wheels.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
When I grew up, I learned, skating, playing football, and basketball. Skating, playing football, and basketball. That's all we did.
When you were at World on Wheels, were you old enough to ever see any of the concerts that went on there?
I saw Ice Cube, babe, back in like 87, 88, somewhere around there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when he just came as like a DJ, and he played a little song, and he was up in the DJ booth, and that was just like when he was first coming out, didn't nobody know him.
Yeah.
It was like Ice Cube, and I remember the name because we was like, who's that dude, And I met Ice Cube there, and that was probably the only rapper I ever met at Word on Wheels in the 80s was Ice Cube. Yeah.
That's cool, yeah. World on Wheels is famous for having like major rap concerts that, were back then. So.
Yeah, you're right.
Awesome. So you grew up in Los Angeles. Now, how you one of the things that you do is you're a gang prevention specialist. And to get to that point, I'd assume you'd have to have some experience. So growing up in Los Angeles, what got you into now where you're at with the gang prevention?
What got me into it is when I saw young people that were my age, that were younger than me, just doing drugs without no consequence. The time that I was raised in the gang life, we had rules and regulations. You couldn't do drugs. You couldn't do certain things because that was against the rules, and you would get violated if you get caught. Now, it was people that was violating the rules, but they didn't get caught. But when I saw the rules being violated in a way where it was just like, I got no consequence, that's when I knew that, that the future was going to be kind of detrimental for the youth. And I said, if I'm here on this earth, I got to do something to help instead of just hurt, because I did that enough, So that's what makes me, it's called erase the ignorant mindset.
Erase the ignorant mindset.
Yeah, erase the ignorant mindset. I got a channel, OG channel on YouTube called OG Cafe. It represents organic guidance.
OG Cafe, organic guidance. Yeah, we'll put the link below.
Yeah, and so that it's there to just open your mind to stories. Like I just uploaded a video with Krishan Rock and Blueface, and both of them are incarcerated, but their child is not being taken care of. It's in foster care. And so
oh man,
now you got a kid that's in foster care, and that's the the things that I'm trying to erase is to erase the ignorant mindset. Because if you didn't have an ignorant mindset, because none of us is perfect. You know, I
No,
still have my
we're
own
not, and we
issues
got to
too.
forgive each other.
Yeah, but we need to work our hardest on being better.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I agree.
instead of being ignorant, we need to be more smart and know better so we can do better.
What led you to, like, what motivated you to get yourself to get these youth away from the violence?
I had a young man, a friend of mine that was younger, that was running with me in the gang, and he died after being found guilty um, for a shooting, and he got found guilty, and he was sentenced to, like, I guess probably about 77 years to life, and he was found dead in his cell when he went to prison, probably a week or two later. And so when he was found dead in his cell, that kind of changed me forever. It told me that was it. And I had kids around the age of 14, 15 that I know that was going to be coming around of adulthood and high school and them type of teenage things that I needed to stop and teach about the life of manipulation, the life of somebody that just can can actually con you into doing something without you knowing better. You know, some people don't know when your friend says, "Hey, let's go to the store." He's about to steal. He didn't tell you he was about to steal, but he's going to steal, and you decide to go to the store with him, and now you're in jail.
Oh,
Right
so
along with him.
erase the ignorant mindset.
Yeah,
I get where you're coming from now.
gotcha. So we gotta tell these kids the stories of, things that happen so they can understand that, hey, I heard this story before and I don't need to do it again. I don't need to go around down that route because these people went to jail, these people died over this. So it's a race of ignorant mindset, organic guidance, you know.
In addition to being a motivational speaker and gang prevention, you're also an author.
Yeah.
You've written how many books now?
I'm on my third book. I wrote two books. I'm on my third one as we speak.
Okay, so the first two books, what are they about? What are they called?
The first one is From the Dark to the Light book. The second one is One Situation Can Ruin Your Reputation. Um, the first book is about you being in the dark about the life that you have chose. You don't know the consequences and repercussions of what you're doing, and you're in the dark about everything, and then you get exposed to the light, and when the light hits you, you wonder why you don't have no friends no more. You wonder why some people in your family says they don't want to mess with you no more. You wonder why uh, things have just turned for the worse without you even knowing. And then when you figure out, when you're in a jail cell and you look at the jail and you thinking, she was no good, he was no good, they were no good. Because if they were good, I wouldn't be in this jail cell, right? So you were in the dark about having a good heart about thinking a person was good to you and they wasn't. The whole time they were a snake. And so I was in the dark about a lot of things in my past, about drug dealing, about, just life in general, relationships with significant others, relationship with friends. You be in the dark, and then once you find out things, you become in the light, and then you understand how your future should be, well monitored and with boundaries, so you won't be mad at nobody for doing you wrong. You know what I'm saying?
And you'll take responsibility.
Take full responsibility because you know, hey, this was nobody's fault but mine.
But my own.
Thank you.
The older we get, the easier it is to take responsibility. When you're younger, it's for some reason it's tough when you're younger. I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, when you're younger, you're still experienced.
Yeah, I think you're taking more chances.
Yeah, you still wanna. Is it really hot? Is the pot really hot? Okay. It's that's why they say you can have a mother and father in the house. That doesn't mean you're still gonna be a good kid. A lot of people say, "Oh, the father wasn't in the house." Well, that they had mother and fathers in the house, and you got some of your kids on death row. You know, so it's not about the mother and father house. It's about uh, the experience that you can tell your child about coming up with hey, this is the consequence if you go this way. This is the consequence if you go that way. If you do good, good will come to you. You do bad, bad will come to you. Do you understand that? Do you want to be the good wolf or the bad wolf? You know, so once you choose, then you understand that, hey, you know what you did. You know what happened. So it's all on you. You can't blame nobody. And that's what the main thing about life is. We can't be blaming nobody for our mistakes. We just got to say, hey, it is what it is. You know.
So speaking of your books, the publishing route. How'd you do the publishing? Did you do self-publishing
Yeah, I
or
did self-publishing.
self-publishing?
I just,
How can you
I
explain how did it go?
I just did this, and I wrote my book when I was in the penitentiary. When I got out the penitentiary, I rewrote it. Then I had it edited. Then I had it uh after I had it edited, I had it uploaded to my files to where I can put it into an ebook. I had a vision on what I wanted my book to look like. I then made a link. I which the link comes from a website. Go find you somebody that can make you a website, a good website, make you a professional website. Once you make that professional website, you upload it, you send the link out to mutual people, and you tell them that you have a ebook called From the Dark to the Light, or an ebook called One Situation Can Ruin Your Reputation. That's how you get out there and do your thing, and then you upload it to your social media, all social
And
media platforms, from
and
YouTube
do you
and Instagram.
have a website that you're selling these books on?
At the moment, it's getting fixed right now, and it's called triple MRD.life.
triple MRD.life.
And I'm gonna say
Okay.
this, triple MRD.net also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can someone DM you on Instagram and purchase the book as well?
Yes. Yeah, you can.
But so since the site's being fixed, you can find him on Instagram at Mr. UnderStandMeMan. Just no spaces or anything. Mr. MR UnderStandMeMan. So if you want to purchase one of his books, go ahead and check that out.
And
And
OG Cafe TV on YouTube. Yeah, you can catch me there too.
he's also got a clothing line, and I'm assuming, can you get that from?
Yes, you can go to LondonSkyShopify.com, and the clothing line is on there. The Money Making Mindset T-shirt.
Tell us about the
Short.
money making mindset.
Oh well, the Money Making Mindset is 3 M's. 3 M's is it stands for money making mindset. Every day we have to get up and we have to make some money. We have to have a mindset to have that money, right? And we have to have a mindset to keep that money. So first, you get the money, you learn how to make the money, then you have a mindset on circulating that money and keeping that money going like this in and out so you won't be broke in the future. Invest. So every time I wear this t-shirt, it inspires me to be about money. If it is not about money issues or something to help us get closer to the money, then what are we talking for? If we're not friends and just talking to, just have a good time, what are we here for? It's two things. We're making money or we're having a good time. That's what life's all about. So money making mindset is always about a person on talking to you, on being shy. Some people are shy out there. They don't want to talk. They have many other ideas, but they don't want to talk. But this t-shirt can open them up and say, hey, that's a money making mindset t-shirt. Yeah, I got an idea. What does money making mindset mean? It means I want to, make some money. How can we make some money? Well, I got the idea. Okay, well, let's start off and see how we can work this out. Money making mindset. That's what money making mindset is all about. Go get your money. Triple M.
You're also known as a serial entrepreneur. You've opened several businesses and had your own offices. Can you tell someone that would want to be doing that themselves that's never done it, what could you recommend for them to do?
Consistency. Do not stop. Consistency is number one. Even when things feel bad, they feel raw. You're down. You feel down. You don't feel inspired. You feel like friends ain't there. You feel like family ain't there. Uh, get up and go do what your plan or your vision was. Go do it. Get up because I don't want to get biblical or but I'm gonna say this. It's in the Bible, to where if you're going after something good, the devil will come attack. So when you're after something good and you're doing positive, the devil will attack, and you have to be prepared to protect yourself from them devil attacks and know how to work with your mind and not with your physical body or physical trying to hurt somebody. I mean, all kind of attacks are going to come, and you got to be prepared. So that's all I got to say about that.
Prepare your mind, body, and soul.
Man, prepared, man, because you're going to be attacked, man. You can't stop.
Are you reading any books right now? And if so, do you have any to recommend?
It's a book that's on the tip of my tongue. The Best Salesman. I think that's one of the books that every man should. It's called. It's The Best Salesman. How to be the best salesman. I think that's one book right now that everybody should read, because it just teaches you about how to give. It's not all about having a sack of money. It's all about giving first, helping out first, and then you will fill up a big bags of money. But if you just saying give me, give me, give me, give me, instead of give, 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 you won't receive nothing. And so I would say the Best Salesman book is the one to read right now. In my book, in my position right now, it's the Best Salesman, because it tells you how to help, not hurt.
And how about, do you have any books that you've read that are just like, man, that one inspired me so much and it helped me through what I've gone through in my whole entrepreneurship or just in life in general?
It's a couple of books, but
yeah, let's hear one.
but one book, and I'm gonna be real with you, was it was Pimpin' Ken book.
Okay,
And
Pimp Ken.
yeah, and he taught about the strategies of life and how to play chess with human beings. And when you're in life and you understand that life is a game or not a game, you choose how you choose. Uh, you understand that certain people will try to manipulate and are masters at manipulations. And once you understand that a person is master at manipulations, they will manipulate you to get their money. They'll manipulate you, put some food in on their table, and take it off your table. So you have to be prepared for manipulation. When you have a good heart, you can be good to people, but it's always somebody that's out there that's playing the sheep role. Oh, they look like a sheep, they act like a sheep, but they're a wolf, and they will eat you alive. So you have to be prepared for that. You can't be so naive to be saying everybody is, hey, how you doing? Bring them on in your house. No. So I think that book is what prepared me mentally to stop acting like everybody was a good person, because everybody's not a good person. That's what woke me up, because I felt everybody was good, and as long as you give them some good, they'll turn good. But everybody ain't good.
It's too bad. I feel the same way, and I've always felt like people are good, but there's some people you can't reach.
There you go.
I know another thing that you do is acting, and you've done, I know, some music videos. And tell us what else you've done in acting and what you want to do in acting.
I just want to act and do things, and act in the way of the way I know, the way I was raised of, and and a family environment, people laughing and giggling, having good times, people having sad times also, and we getting over them sad times and continue to get the good times. That's why I always speak on the dark to the light, because everybody's going to have dark times, but once you know that the light is going to come, hey, relax. It's just like the ride we went up.
Yeah.
So, as soon as you start off like, but then when you're locked in and you go up and you're up there already, you tend to say, hey, what can I do? I'm already here. So you tend to relax and you get the ride over with, and that's what it's all about, man.
What kind of acting do you want to get into?
Drama, action. I'm not really good at science, but I know we can get, but
hey, drama and action, you could do well at that.
Yeah, drama and action and a little bit of comedy.
Yeah, you could do well at all three, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if anybody out there needs someone doing an action, drama, comedy, Ron's your man.
Gangster, pimping, whatever you want to do. I do all that. You understand me? Yeah, you feel me? Mr. Understands Me, man. I'm out here. Deuces. Oh, I can talk to you. How you doing, sir? How you living? You know.
What's the most rewarding part about the work that you do?
It makes me feel good because I get to release off, things that I be wanting to tell people. You know, when you get to tell somebody something that you know and you know it can help them, and whether it helps that person or not, you know you done your part. That's the good part about it, because you can sit there. It's almost like a person watching a basketball game or a game that they love, and they saying, "What are you doing?" And you wish you can coach that person right then and there, but you can't, right? So when I can coach, when I can say some things to some people that's going to help them, might as well say it. That's why I think social media is a good platform uh, to reach out to many and help many. You know what I'm saying? And wake some people up. I've been on social media since 2020, and I tell you, when I say I surprised and helped some people that I did not even know of. I mean, from across the country,
Yeah, do you got a success story from the gang prevention or that you'd want to tell us about?
Yeah, I got one guy that got out of juvenile hall. He got out of juvenile hall. He started his own business, right? And when he started his own business, he took it off of my clothing line. He was always in fashion, always wanted to do his own thing. He started his own clothing line at age 17, right? He bought him a
That's
car.
great.
Yeah, he bought him a car. And when he turned 18, he's getting his business funded. You know what I'm saying? So he can, get a storefront. So at 17 years old, he's already knowing how to apply for an LLC. So that right there, and along with my own son, telling them how to do it, them are my success stories.
Oh, and I know that your son has a pretty successful car rental business going on.
Yes, Toro business. Got two Benzes, and he's renting them out, and he's doing his damn thing, one day at a time. One thing I can say about him is nothing came easy, and I can say that he's sticking to the business plan. You know, it can get slow. He's still washing the car, still cleaning up the car, still making sure the cars are on deck.
You taught
So
him well.
and when things get slow, you go out there and promote even more and give out more deals.
How important is it to get involved in your local community?
It's very important. A lot of us thought that a lot of us think that it's not important, but it is important, because if you live in your community and your kids are being raised in that community, you need to know what's going on. You need to have some implementation. You need to know that, hey, it's some security, some neighborhood watch going on, because something happened, and it's it's an alert for all kids and fathers and mothers to talk to their kids about the dangers of being outside late. Uh, two, when you got kid issues or somebody gang violence, right? And you don't know nobody to communicate with. And if you had connections with the community, you would know that this side and this side is not beefing, and it's really over two kids that both parents And if you know both parents and you know the community, then you can connect and you can communicate. And once you communicate, you can get a bridge going on to cease the problem. So being community is like the village, man. Back in Africa, you gotta be in tune with your people. Everybody gotta be a village to raise one kid.
Speaking of Africa, how was it growing up in America with African immigrant parents? They were your first generation. Am I correct?
Yeah. I'm first generation here
Yes.
in America.
So how was it growing up with parents from a different country in America?
Well, it was beautiful because my parents.
And where are your parents from?
My parents are from Ghana,
From Ghana.
Africa, and my parents, they just came out and said, "Live life." You're in America. Do what you want to do. You're free. I mean, go be a star. My daddy wanted me to be Michael Jackson. He wanted me to be Michael Tyson, Mike Tyson. He wanted me to be Michael Jordan. Hey, be a star. You here in America. That was the big thing in my house. That's why I live with a look of inspiration, and I want to live the fancy life.
Yeah.
And it's because my family was fancy when they came from Africa. They was fancy when they got here, and they want to live a fancy life. And so that's all that my parents installed in us when coming to America was live life, do what you
Okay.
do. But the bad part was, gang violence was here, and they didn't know. Well, blue and red was something small to them compared to where they came from.
Sure.
They seen people,
Some stuff we don't want to talk about.
but it was small to them. So,
Sure.
yeah.
Well, speaking of, growing up in LA, can't help but think about right now the Kendrick concert the other night. Can you give any thoughts on your thoughts on the Kendrick concert the other night?
Unity. He's bringing the unity of the LA crowd together. Crips, the Bloods. He's letting it be known like, hey, enough is enough. We can do this. We having a good time with each other, all on the stage. We all got respect for each other. Kendrick Lamar has done a great thing for the hip hop community. History. That was history in the making right there. That was history. Yeah. Yeah, LA.
Yeah, when they played "They Not Like Us" 5 times in a row, and the whole crowd knew every word. That's not normal. That's pretty historic.
That's history, man.
Yeah.
That is history, man. So big ups to Kendrick Lamar. Hey, keep on. Hey, I wish many more concerts like that.
Yeah, same. I'm not the first to come up with this idea. I'm only reiterating it, but every single city needs to do a unity just like that, from Las Vegas to Rio de Janeiro to Asia to Africa to every city around the country that's got a hip hop scene. Let's all come together and unite.
Hey, y'all hear that? And it can happen.
We can do it. It's already, in fact, in Las Vegas. It's already being in the works. There's some OGs behind the scenes that have got it going in the works right now. If you were on a desert island, what 5 albums or 5 songs, if you can't think of albums, what 5 albums or songs would you want to have with you to listen to for the rest of eternity or whatever?
Oh shit!
Your five favorites.
One would be Tupac for sure.
With Tupac, what though? Like a specific album, let's say.
Better Days. No. No. It would be not the Above the Rim soundtrack, but it would be
Thug Life, Me Against the World.
Me Against the World.
Me Against the World, my favorite Tupac album.
Me Against the World.
Okay, there's
one.
That's
one. Two would be 50 Cent.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Okay.
And 3, 50 Cent will be the soundtrack for the movie that he had out.
Yeah. Okay. I remember.
One.
I can't remember the name of the movie honestly, but I remember.
The Isley Brothers.
Any specific?
I say the Greatest Hits.
Isley Brothers Greatest Hits. Okay.
Yeah. And
so one more.
And that just one more is kind of hard because I'm out of 2 people, but I'm gonna say
you can say more than one if you need to.
Avant and Rome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
You need some slow jam
something
music.
to chill with the ladies. Yeah, for sure.
So,
what brought you to Las Vegas?
Oh, speaking of engagements, when I put my book out, I had a speaking engagement out here at a juvenile hall, which turned out to be like a weekend community service at a church. So it was just like the kids that was doing community service at the church. I did that outside at the church parking lot. I did the 7th Street bicycle crew. Did an inspirational little speaking for them. So it was basically like just moving out this way for a new relationship of something new. 1, 2, relationship just for business to see if I can get a new feel of business out here because I had did the California thing and I was just like I'm getting rhythm, but I just need something that always has events. And Vegas always has events.
Always.
And so I was just like, if I can get 10 to 20 events a year out of here, and double that, I can quit my job.
That's what you want. Well, Ron, it's been a pleasure. I really appreciate you coming over to the Stratosphere. We're an on location show, so we wanted to do something cool. So we have the strip behind us, but really appreciate you coming to B&E. This is our second episode of AKA B&E with FreezRokSki. This is Mr. UnderStandMeMan. Now, where can they find you on social media?
Social media, OG Cafe, YouTube, Instagram, Instagram, Organic Goddess, Mr. UnderStandMeMan, Facebook, Ronald McFoy, RonaldMcFoy. Hey, y'all holler at me. I'm a life coach. I can coach y'all with financial, relationships, financial, friendships, and family. All right, y'all holler at your boy. Ebooks are out right now at MMRD.life or MMRD.net.
Or you can DM him on Instagram to get those books a little quicker because I think your site's having some issues.
Yeah,
right?
It should be uploaded in about 2 days, the max. But by the time this video comes out, it should be already up and running. And at the same time, remember, have some organic guidance by yourself. Where people grow where motivation flows. So wherever the motivation is at, then you will keep on flowing. All right? Deuces.
Deuces.
All righty, my brother.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.